From Pilbara Red Dirt to Manhattan Street, what first inspired you to apply for Indigenous Marathon Project, and what does being selected mean to you?
Um, so when I first applied, my initial thought was, I really want to do this program. I've done it for a few years, running a program. I helped run a program in the high school. We was called Deadly Runners then, and we used to get up in the morning, pick up you girls, and do a couple of laps around the oval or park, and just got some confidence in to actually apply. So I've seen such great results come out of it. Last year, I attended the Raw Championships in Brisbane, where all the deadly runners, we're called Raw now, which is running and walking group. We attended a running festival in Brisbane last year, and I just experienced a different side of a culture and experienced the family of the Indigenous Marathon Foundation. So it kind of overwhelmed me with confidence, belonging, and impact. Like the impact was so strong there that I could reach more people. That's my passion, is to make tomorrow a better place for anybody walks of life, but the community around my children as well. So the main thing was to do it for myself at that time. When I did apply, I went through a lot of hardship about 2 years ago, where I lost my father, and at that time, I was with Swan District's football club in Perth. So I was with the women's waffle down there, and my aim was to get into the AFL. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it. I wasn't mentally strong enough, and I had to come home to my babies and my community to heal myself. And I attempted to do that in many ways as a strong-minded person, and I didn't have the right resources at the time. And then I just thought, you know what? Last year I experienced this amazing family and strong connection with all these different mobs that came around Australia to come to this running festival, and that made me apply this year to be a part of this project. That was the main reason, is to heal myself through them hard times and get a stronger mindset to achieve my goals. And I guess this is like my not make it into the AFL draft or down that path, but to go to New York and smash that out, and that's my challenge I'm doing. So that's just something that I want to do and make my mind a bit stronger.
You wear many hats as an educator, advocate, mother, and community builder. How has training for a half marathon and now the New York Marathon shaped or reinforced your leadership role?
I feel like I've always been the same person within my leadership role. Like, I've always wanted to give back, and I've always wanted to make a better tomorrow for my people and for my community. But number one was for my children. Like, I know that I didn't have the best upbringing, but I had what I had, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm grateful to be alive right now. When I first started my leadership development within this program, with the IMP program, it was a bit hard, only because there was so much like-minded people as myself. And the first thing, I was a bit shocked coming into this camp in Canberra and doing all this training with the same people like myself. Because when I'm here in my community, I feel like I don't have anyone else to lean on that has the same mindset as myself and same vision that I want to do for my community. So in a way, it was like saddening for me when I went over to Canberra for the first time and experienced these amazing people, beautiful people that wanted the same goal as me. So I it's been hard, the trainings, I would say, but just meeting these people, these 12 other people, now we're 15, our squad, they get me through my trainings, and my trainings are like running, it's in the water, it's on the bike, it's strength work, we're doing so many things, but the main thing we're doing is mental health, because the only way we're going to get there is through our mental health if we're strong enough. So training wise, you can do everything in the book, and you can sleep, you can eat, but if you're not mentally strong enough, you ain't going to do it.
You've spoken about wanting to feel the wall in a race. What does that phrase mean to you, both on the course and in life?
Oh, the wall. I talked about this wall about 2 months ago, and I said to everybody, I really want to feel this wall. And they said when we go to Alice Springs, we do the 30 Ks there in September, I would feel the wall. On Sunday, I did the Sunshine Coast half a marathon, which is about 21 and a bit kilometres. I felt that wall. And it was very, very hard, I would say, because the month before that, I was doing Gold Coast half marathon. And I was just flying. It was good. Like, I had that normal pain. But the Sunday that just passed, running Sunshine Coast, I felt the wall. And the feeling is very low, and it's like you're empty. You can't do anything, and all you got in your head is why you do things. Why do I run? Why do I train? Why am I here for my people? And it was very hard. I would say I was like a roller coaster. That was one of my worst runs. So I would say that was my wall. And I was very doubtful on that run after probably about the 12, 13K spot. I hit it and I felt it, and my body was very sore. I don't think I was prepared enough as well for the day before that. And it was really hard. But when I got to the end, I knew I emptied my bucket, because when I got about a K out, I couldn't even run. Like, I was shuffling all the way to the finish line. I knew in my head I was getting to that finish line. But yeah, it was very hard, and as soon as I get to that finish line, it was hard, and it was emotional for me, and I felt really unbalanced, I just got hit with like 10 professional UFC people or boxing people, that slam me around, or WWE mob, I felt it, and I'm still looking forward to Alice Springs and this 30K of hitting that wall. That's the marathon world talk. The runners talk is the 30K is hitting the wall. But I believe that I felt it on Sunday, or even just a bit of it. So if I'm feeling that low, I'm going to be a bit more prepared for Alice Springs in September. With the wall, it's so many things in life you can talk about the wall. We have so many walls and barriers in our life, and I try to overcome it. I try to challenge everything that I do. So far, the last couple of months while I've been on this training and this program, if I can feel that wall, experience that wall, I can get through anything in life. So in a way, I'm happy that I've kind of felt that wall, or that fence, or whatever you want to call it, to prepare me for Alice Springs for the 30K. And if I can complete that 30K in Alice Springs, I will be then getting my ticket to New York.
Reflecting on your journey from winning Pilbara Girl in 2014 to now heading to New York City, what breakthroughs or transformation have defined your path?
Yeah, that's where it all started for me, as within leadership for my community, changing my lifestyles around, was Pilbara Girl in 2014. I just turned 18, and somehow just seeing a better path for myself. I changed a lot of different things, and then it's been about 11 years now, and I haven't looked back from the way I was brought up and the way I did things. Got rid of them bad influences and just kept going forward in life. I'm very passionate about fashion as well. I just think it breaks that shame factor for us, the first step as well for our people. And I think when you do get into this fashion world, you put on a garment or you put on a clothing or whatever you put on, and you learn how to walk and you learn how to talk. And once that music starts and you're on the catwalk, it's a different feeling. And it all started from there. It all started from Galari Media with Kimberly and Pilbara Girl. Yeah, I will be forever thankful for them for giving me the tools, for then leading me throughout these years, and now it's my 11th year being a part of that program. I will, I'm very grateful for having them. But with being a part of that and changing my views about life and changing my lifestyle, I then started to pick up more community services and more voluntary stuff that made me feel better as a person, and I could see the change and I could see the healing, and I feel like it's been like a bit of addiction now. Like I just want to keep giving back, and not that it just makes me happy, it's just seeing other people that I've changed lives, like I'm sitting here with you and you was my old student and now you're working in here, and it makes me emotional because I remember when you was in school and you was very shy, but just the things like that, like I know that I've made an impact. I know that I've saved lives, and I know that my children have the best quality upbringing that I could give them, and that's all I ever wanted, just changing tomorrow, changing the next generation, and not looking back. Don't look back in the past. We've felt the emotions, we've been through it. Why do we have to keep going back there? And people always talk about their problems all the time. And I say, all right, we've got problems, but what else? What can we do for tomorrow? What can we do now? So with that training that I've had with Pilbara Girl, it's led to many things within, being a part of Headspace, being an advocate for them, being a part of the community, education, my people and my culture. Like it's like a whole stack of things that they've led me to here, and I'm thankful for them to give me that. But there's programs like that have not a big of exposure, but they have a wonderful impact, and there's so much beautiful people that came out of these programs that needed funding and stuff like that. So I'm forever grateful for them. Yeah.
Looking ahead to November 3rd, what message do you hope your run will send to your children, community, and the broader First Nation leaders across Australia?
What a big question. I could write a book, about that one. The main thing, is just awareness about our health. Like my dad passed away through having heart failure and stuff like that. So, and it was hard to watch, and I don't want any of our people to go through it, because all these sugars that they introduced to us in the last 200 years, our body and our DNA is not used to it. So we're not strong for all these foods and stuff like that. That's processed foods, and I always promote, let's get back out on country. I live out on country, and we basically hunt every day or within the week, and then we provide for our whole week and stuff like that. So I'm very blessed to have that. But I would love for us to, as a mob, to get back on country. Like that's what we need. So part of this program that I'm on with IMF, so Indigenous Marathon Foundation, I'm a part of the project, but I'm also part of an I Can program, which is for our primary school students in Peggs Creek Primary School. So I'm the Aboriginal Education Officer there, and I run the I Can program, and it's an 8-week program where we do fitness for them, and then the week 1 we'll test them on their flexibility, stuff like that, and then week 8 we test them again to see if they're improved, and then we have a celebration and a colour run, and they all get involved, and it's about reconciliation, and with that in my program, it's not just for mob, it's for all kids. So about just under 50 kids under there, and it's crazy at times. But I don't know. I don't know how to tell this story because there's so much going on in my head right now that I'm trying to. There's so much I do. There are many hats, I would say. So yeah. I don't know about that answer. I just like roller coasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.